it was a cool thing, and I really do want to be able to go up and say, look, hey, thanks, just in person, because I don't think an email or posting about it gets the job done. And I'll see you now, and please don't stop tasering me.
So we get there, and it's in a giant office building. They don't have their own building.
It's a top floor.
It is exactly the top floor, and it didn't occur to me even when we got in the elevator.
And I thought we had time still.
Like, when we were walking, like, it's 4:45 on a Friday.
Well, we got up there and we misread the time because we got in the elevator and I looked at the time on my watch again, and it was actually 5 after 5, so the office is closed officially.
Well, the funny part is, like, one, in my mind I'm going, okay, let's just... Scott's a crazy person. I really would like to see the inside of Borderlands' office. So I'm just going to follow his lead, and hopefully his craziness will get us through this without getting the cops called on this.
And when I realized it was after 5, I knew that it wasn't going to work no matter what. Because I mean, it's a business. If it's before business hour, if it's during business hours rather, then you go in. Hi.
So we
go. I'll go now. And I'm over. But
so we go in the building, and I'm thinking it's going to be like the building I work in, where there'll be a security desk downstairs, and there'll be like visitors. Oh no, you can't go up there.
I know.
There was not. So we literally just got on the elevator.
And we rode
went to the top floor.
And while we're on the way up, I looked at the time and realized we're 5 minutes after they shut down.
So the door opened. It was very obviously Gearbox's office. And then a female and a male get on there.
And now, I'm going to pause this for a second, though. Pause. That's great. Because the female actually was at Community Day. Actually, I recognized both of them from Community Day because the girl had been dressed up as Lilith at the event. And I actually thought she was just a fan of the game. I didn't realize she worked there. So I was like, what?
Helping or hurting, Scott?
No.
Helping or hurting?
That really fucked my head up because then I was really weirded out.
Stalker level. You shouldn't admit to it.
Like I'm chasing her down.
Well,
her name is Tiffany.
Anyway.
No, I have no idea.
So we go to the top floor of the building.
God help me, I hope
the most beautiful blue eyes.
These two people get on.
The tall guy, you just stared right at me and went, oh, wow.
They both stared at us. And then we just let the door close and went back down and then went and sat in Scott's car for 15 minutes. And I prayed to God no one was going to call the cops on this because we walked into an office building. Rode the elevator to the top floor, went straight back down and got in his car and sat there.
And that poor girl, she got paranoid, I think, and just right around the corner, but she got on just about as quick, so I don't know. But literally, and it was so bad because I felt everything just kind of, the air go right out of me because when I saw the time, I went, well, it's too late. Shit. And then employees got on, I went, oh, fuck. Well... Nothing I can do now. I just rode the thing back down because what are you gonna fucking do at that point? It's not even like I'm hoping to get a tour or anything. I just want to be able to say, look, I take this shit seriously because not many games are this fun.
Well,
thanks. Bye now.
The other funny part,
get some food.
I got online the next day or two, and they were having a charity auction somewhere, and one of the prizes was a tour of the Gearbox office.
I knew about that, actually.
I was like, well, evidently, if you're stalker level of commitment like Scott and I, you can just do that for almost free.
No shit. Yeah, just donate, and if you're the top donator, guess what?
Yeah, so.
You can sniff everybody's hair that goes by. I don't know.
Anyway. So that's your creepiness rant. Yeah, I just realized we don't have the computer close enough to...
I think that is.
Oh, yeah, German friend.
Ah, okay.
Hey, German friend.
Greetings. Yeah, it's been a month. We've been busy, but yes, good to be back.
Guten Tag. That's the only word I know. I hope that's actually a word.
Guten Tag. Yeah, it is.
I know some Rammstein lyrics.
It's an insult in German.
Du hast. Du hast mich or Mensch?
Du hast mich.
Panzermensch?
You hate me. Yes.
Computer machine.
God, we're so American now. We need to stop this. I was going to say... Oh, God. And
who's American, amigo?
What is the one? And I had one that I had...
Now we've lost our
solo return. Way to go, alienating.
You're welcome.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Anyway. So,
America.
God, no.
Oh dear.
Let's not do that again.
I'm sad now.
Stretch, why don't you recite your Assassin's Creed?
Recite my Assassin's Creed?
That's the best I could come up with. So Stretch has been playing the newest in the Assassin's Creed series, Assassin's Creed 2.
Which I borrowed from John, and was quite happy with it, considering what I've heard of the first one being a lot of running errands, which I found myself doing a lot, running back to my home to retrieve money, which I found at the end was entirely unnecessary because I had.
He says, "Not bad." Yeah, that was bad. We know.
Thank you.
In fact, that was awful.
I took a full semester of German in high school, so 20 years ago.
I know some KMFDM lyrics. We could go that route.
Oh, God. So Assassin's Creed 2. Fantastic fun. Once you get past the difficulty with the controls are incredibly not friendly. Yeah, I don't know.
Did you not like the combat? Did
that.
you not like the platforming?
All that was fine once you get used to the controls, how you do the moves, and how you like the was it the low and high status moves that you have to do by holding R2?
Oh yeah.
Which I did enjoy running around and pickpocketing everybody in sight. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that never gets old.
Yeah, but
when I played that,
it's really hard. I
just wait till you
wanted to jump when I didn't have to, or I didn't when I needed to.
My big problem with the jumping was when you get the wrong angle when you're trying to climb a building, and instead he stops and just hops up.
When you're chasing, when you're chasing someone, it can be incredibly difficult. The controls, no doubt, are difficult, but apart from the gameplay, it was incredible fun just running around and doing.
I think Assassin's Creed 2
assassinating people and throwing people off roofs.
And Brotherhood are amazing games. And I think
Assassin's archers off roofs is wonderful.
As dumb as it is, I really enjoyed starting out as Ezio, from a baby to a kid to the teenager to seeing his family get killed.
Oh, that was kind of interesting, yeah.
The baby I laughed at,
that was kind of funny. And they didn't mess around. I mean, his family's killed in the first hour of the game.
Yep.
So there you go. Now you have a reason to go kill a lot of people.
And he's such just a charismatic character.
He really is. I mean, he's quite a rogue, which is a lot of fun. Just sneaking into girls' windows.
And now that we're talking about this just makes me want to go back and watch the little 3-installment movie they did.
Oh yeah, they did the Lineage, which stars Ezio's dad.
I did not know about that.
Yeah,
it uses all the voice. It uses the voice actors that played in it.
For real physical
Who
actors.
did an excellent job, by the way.
Yeah, no, literally, and they do just as good a job in the live action bit they did, and you can actually tell who they are, and you realize that those actually were screen grabs of their faces.
If there's anything the dramaturg in me is very happy about with today's video games, is that stories are getting much better, and the voice acting also is it's fantastic these days. Certain groups, more than others, BioWare gets incredible voice actors.
Right.
Well, and I've discovered, I've been actually reading a little bit about that process lately, oddly enough. I know a lot of the times they bring in voice actors at various companies, they'll just get a script and they won't know the context of the lines they're reading because they just have so many lines to deliver. So they have to kind of,
that's unfortunate,
hopefully try and figure it out as it goes. So you have to imagine groups like BioWare, who are the BioShock guys? Irrational.
Yeah.
People like them, they actually
2K,
have the people,
2K Irrational,
the different creative directors in with the voice actors and actually telling them what they want out of that scene. Like the Saints Row Volition's the same way.
With it as well.
So I gotta imagine Ubisoft is similar.
Dragon Age, another game I've finished for the third time recently because I'm broke and I'm replaying games that I have. Amazing voice acting in that game.
So do you have all the DLC for Dragon Age?
I do not. Again, completely broke. Otherwise, I would happily, because I did enjoy the game that much. It's one of those games that you really have to get past the first couple of hours of gameplay.
Right.
Especially in certain, like the City Elf. The City Elf origin, you really have to get past the first hour or two of gameplay because there seems to be a lot of dialogue and not a lot of action. But then once they get into, which is okay, but it's almost to the degree that you start to kind of wonder if there's going to be any action. But then once you do get into the main part of the story, once you get into the Grey Warden's camp, and they send you out on a mission with 3 team members like you're going to be doing for the rest of the game, it doesn't really tell you what you're supposed to do, so your 3 team members run off and get themselves killed, and you're left alone. And so you have to realize
that sounds like every movie for the past 40 years.
Now I have to figure out how to really adjust them and make them work for me rather than doing whatever the hell they want and getting themselves killed all the time. But in the end, it's good fun.
So what
I
character combinations have you done so far?
And he brings up Naughty Dog.
Oh man, I love Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog.
I can't read that far, so when you guys see a comment, you're gonna have to read it too.
Naughty Dog is amazing about that stuff too. I mean, they are basically actually directing actors.
Yeah.
Well, and I've heard a rumor, and I haven't confirmed
that's how it should be. Yeah.
Because they have Nathan. What the hell's the guy's name?
Fillion?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nathan Lane?
No, not Nathan Drake. What's
Nathan
the
Explosion.
voice actor who does Nolan North? That's his name.
What? Oh, that'd be pretty
cool.
Nolan North.
Nolan North.
I've heard what they actually do is they will have him sit down and watch someone play through the game, and he will voice act Drake as they go. So, like, Uncharted gets lots of nice touches. Like, I think the first or the second game had it where you zoomed in on a barrel and shot. He would whisper "boom" right before it hit the barrel.
See, that's good.
They have different parts where you'll be running along something and it'll start collapsing and it'll start going no. You know, that type of thing.
That's sort of the nice things if you get proper actors.
That's how they get that to feel
of,
natural.
You can get a bit of improvisation.
Well, see, when you and I were playing that, yeah, it's true. Because when you and I were playing that, the preview of the last Uncharted game on the PS3, there was a bit of that going on in there, and I was like, man, that is really nice touching, that they put in. Nice touching. Wow, that's a really nice touch they put in there.
Bad touching? There's nice touching. In this case, there's nice touching.
So, yeah, and they definitely did. So that explains why or how they managed to get the natural sounding little extra bits like that.
Like, it makes too much sense for it not to be true, is my take. Like, I haven't verified it. It's rumor level, but it makes way too much sense because, I mean, how else would they have come up with some of these ideas? Like, there's obvious improv involved in this.
On the other hand, you never know where talent is coming from. If we go back to Borderlands, how many, I think you said, were just employees.
Yeah, like, especially the first game.
Good riddance. There's just some...
Yeah, literally, yeah. Crazy Earl is Randy Pitchford, the guy who runs Gearbox. Yeah. And well, that one girl confirmed for me that he does run around around the office sometimes using that voice.
Tiffany?
You see, and that makes too much sense for it not to be true because you could see any boss, someone walking in their office, what you want?
Yeah. And stay gone.
In fact, next time you guys go down there, I think you should walk into the office, make some crazy voices, maybe you'll get a job.
Just start talking like Crazy Earl.
I was going to say, I mean, why not? The guy who wrote the original game ended up doing the voice of Scooter for the second one. And
there you go.
He's got some, and apparently there's
which is I felt it was too bad because the first Scooter was really good, but
I did like the first one better.
Once you get used to
I'm
the
still
second
not
Scooter,
used to the second Scooter. I'm
it's
just
okay.
never quite used to it because
I think it just felt like he's too much trying to be the first.
He's
Scooter.
trying too hard, definitely, because there are a couple lines where he mentions to you about how weird Crazy Earl is. He goes on this whole thing about how Crazy Earl ate one of his cars. And he doesn't stop with that, where you just kind of go, what? He goes, yeah, like with a knife and a fork. I'm going, we really didn't need that part.
A bottle and a cork. That's the way you spell New York.
Exactly.
God, I can't wait to find out what Naughty Dog's up to.
Oh, I know.
Because they're working on some type of PS4 exclusive title, and the fact that they haven't announced it means it's probably going to be, Q4 2014 before it's released. But
it's something huge. They don't fuck around, which I really appreciate.
Last of Us was amazing. The Uncharted's were amazing. I mean, the Jack and Dexters. I mean, I've heard really good things about those. I've wanted to get the HD collection because I've heard good
Jack
things.
and Dexter are
thanks
good.
for that comment, fan. Because
Evidently, I just spawned lots of.
We kind of forgot that name,
kind
but
of got us going.
yeah, that's what I like about having him in chat is that they
No
can sell
kidding.
his shit and not gonna go. Oh, hey,
we need more people.
Well, and
Well,
I'm
there
glad.
is, we
Get some
gained,
of
we
your
gained
friends
another
involved
person in
because
here, but I don't know who it is.
I'm glad you guys. Well, right now
How many
we're.
person would you?
Yeah, we
or is
gained
that
we got
one more.
three.
We're at
There's a
3
third
now.
person.
Yay!
So who the hell are you?
Yeah, who
Anyway.
the hell are you? And say hi to us because
I'm
Because
glad.
he's lonely.
I'm glad you guys have a Hawkeye to read that.